And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Sissonville High School and Joe Sawyer's Field. And we are live here on RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. I'm Dana Farrell, going to be calling your play-by-play action tonight between the Indians and the Wildcats in a big Cardinal Conference matchup. This is intra-county. These two schools butt up against each other, boundary lines. So a lot of these players and fans, students know each other between the schools. So this should be a good one. These teams have mixed it up in the past here on the network and always had some good games. We've got with Sissonville, obviously Ethan Taylor, the quarterback, has been leading the state on and off all year in that position with passing yards. And he's been hooking up with a state wide receiver leader, and that's Jake Wiseman. So I'll be interested to see the passing game that Sissonville uses tonight. And, of course, Nitro coming out with a big they got a platoon-type running back situation going on this year, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that. But first of all, while we're waiting on the teams to come out, I want to thank the people that make this possible. We'll be at Kroger stores. Kroger will be sponsoring our player of the game tonight, so stay with us as we move into the second half. We'll be naming a Kroger stores player of the game. Frontier Communications running our studio tonight. And in that studio, powered by Nitro Broadcasting Network on HD Media RSN Sports, Connor Fuller, our controller here in the booth. And along with him, Kat Welch, Audrey Moles, Lane Smith, and Chloe Beckner all helping out to help make this production possible on the cameras. And sometimes they have to battle the elements no matter where we go. And our sponsors, as we said, Kroger, Frontier, West Virginia Coal Association. Still, coal keeps the stadium lights on in West Virginia. Martin Transport, join our team of professional drivers, the best pay and benefits. Learn more at driveformartintransport.com. Summit Community Bank, a Forbes magazine best in West Virginia bank. Find out more at mysummit.bank. That's mysummit.bank. Mullen Plumbing and Heating, a proud partner of Game Day. Contact us today for free consultation. It's Mullen Plumbing and Heating. And United Banks. United Bank is a proud partner of HD Media's High School Game Days. For all of your personal and business financial needs, go with the West Virginia's bank at bankwithunited.com. Kolaski Orthodontics, for all of your cosmetic and medical dental care, contact aperfectsmile.com. Also, Boca Valley Bank just came on. They're going to be sponsoring some of our playoff coverage coming up here in a couple of weeks. Well, certainly it looks like now we're going to be covering Roane County High School right now is undefeated. Looks like they will finish the season undefeated and be hosting. If that's the case, then we'll be covering that game on HD Media RSN Sports Game Day. So I want to thank Boca Valley Banks and Roane General Hospital up there for helping make that possible. We'll also be having a couple of big games here out of the metro area, one from the Charleston area, one from the Huntington area as well. You can read all about tonight's game at westvirginiagazettemail.com or heralddispatch.com. Tomorrow morning, in an easy newsstand version, you can get that in print, or you can read it online in a digital form. You can subscribe to Charleston newspapers. Easy. I think it's 99 cents a month starting out, so access to this game and any others across the state. Teams looking ready to come on the field. You can see on your screen. There's the Sissonville Indians ready to come out of their lineup, or out of their locker rooms, get ready for this game. Got a lot of other, while we're waiting on them too, let's thank our regular sponsors, Parmar Stores. These are the Parmar Stores games of the week. Dutch Miller Auto Group, Ben Salango Law, Huntington Banks, Thomas Health System, WU Medicine, Todd Judy Ford, Warner Law, Ball Toyota, Army Recruiting of West Virginia, I think we covered them all there, but you'll see those commercials as we take breaks throughout the contest tonight. But Dana Farrell here on the call. You'll see at midfield. Captains will come out at midfield for the coin toss. Big intra-Kanawha County contest tonight. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. Looks like Nitro has won the toss. the first of the second half. And so Sissonville, the Indians, will receive the ball, defend the north goal. Wildcats will kick off, defend the south goal. So we got this game, got another big game on the network tonight. If you're watching us on any of the HD Media platforms or RSN Sports, have multiple games on tonight. We got St. Albans at Huntington, and we've got a big game, number 1 Scott at number 5 Winfield. Here come the Indians out of the locker room over to the side. 1-7 on the year. We were here a couple weeks ago when they took down the Dots of Polka. So they'll be looking here, and you'll see across the way Wildcats of Nitro, 2-6 on the year. So both these teams looking to get some momentum going, or young teams. Both these teams, we've talked to both coaches, and Sissonville starts and plays as many as 6 and 7 freshmen, 3 sophomores. Nitro, meanwhile, look at them, they've got 8 seniors, 8 juniors, 13 sophomores, and 10 freshmen. So including their starting center as a freshman. So both these teams really trying to build something. Both these coaches, Boone McKinney at Nitro, Chad Lovejoy in his second year at Sissonville, with young teams trying to build them up. Getting ready for kickoff here. Been a good day for football. Temps today running in the 60s, sunshine, no wind. Beautiful campus here at Sissonville High School with the turf you see on the screen, and just a great setting here, the way the campus sits right in the middle of the business district, and you can almost leave out of here and walk to almost any of the stores and restaurants in the area. And unlike really kind of any setting that we've been around in high school football. So it just sits right smack dab in the heart of the Sissonville Business District. We call it downtown Sissonville. All right, so we are looking to get started here. The Wildcats will kick off. And this kicker, Boone McKinney talked a lot about him, number 10, Cole Maddox, set to kick off. Been a big surprise for him. Ball's going to be taken in at the 16-yard line. Runner comes off the right side, escapes a tackle up near the 30-yard line. And brought down at the 29-yard line. Looks like Cameron Arbogast on the return. So the Indians will start out at their 30-yard line. Return of 14 yards by Cameron Arbogast on the Cole Maddox kickoff. And the Indians will come out to start their first possession of this ball game. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. West Virginia Gazette Mail, Herald Dispatch. Snap by Ethan Taylor, handoff up the middle. That's number 1, Blake Fisher. He's going to pick up a nice gain off the right side. Takes the ball up to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 9 brings up 2nd down and 1 for Sissonville. Sissonville coach Chad Lovejoy talking. He's sick himself. There's a lot of virus going around in the area and really around the country, but right here in West Virginia, a lot of kids, and especially in high schools, suffering with the RSV virus. And handoff by Taylor, and nowhere. That Wildcat defense is swarming on Cameron Arbogast. Going to be a loss on the play of 2, maybe 3. So big play by that Wildcat defense. Brings up 3rd down and 4 for Sissonville. I was talking about the virus thing, and Coach Lovejoy mentioned that several of his key players, including Jake Wiseman, the leading state wide receiver, has been out most of the week with that. Soto, one of his linemen, and the snap to Ethan Taylor, and a handoff. Ball carrier is up near the 38-yard line. Looks like, again, Blake Fisher picks up maybe 2. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 yards to go for Sissonville. So we'll see. Got a decision to make here early in the game. Can you be bold in the first quarter here? Taylor lines up. Now, the Indians do this. They do not line up in punt formation, but Ethan Taylor, the quarterback, is also the kicker and punter, and he can just pooch kick that out of that formation if he chooses to, or if he sees something, then he can throw it. So it's something that any defense has to be aware of, this potent Sissonville offense. And the handoff is to Fisher once again, and he's not going to get there. Tackled by the Wildcats, number 32, Luke Boggs. And Sissonville coaches go for it, take a chance there, and not successful are the Indians. Nitro with the big stop, so they're going to get good field position, taking over at the Sissonville 37-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Wildcats' first possession here at Joe Sawyer's Field in Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell on the call tonight. And the snap out of the shotgun off the left side. Derek Lowe, the quarterback. And looks like number 34, Mike Toscano, picks up 1 yard. Takes the ball down to the 36-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 9. Wildcats looking to take advantage of this good field position with 9:20 to go in the first quarter. Their first possession. Lowe, one to keeper out of the shotgun, tries it off that right side, picks up a few yards, down to the 31-yard line. It's like for the Indians. Number 53, T.C. Walker on that tackle. 3rd down and 4 to go for the Wildcats. Ball resting at the Sissonville 31-yard line. First quarter, no score here at Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. And Lowe off the handoff. And that's going to be close. Hands off back to Mike Toscano. And he's going to take the ball down inside the 30-yard line, just inside the 29. Not quite enough. That's going to bring up 4th and about a yard for Nitro. So now they're in a situation on a 4th and short. So now you look to see if that Sissonville defense can stand up here and get the stop before the Wildcats can get down into the red zone. And a handoff up the middle, the runner goes. He's got the 1st down, and the ball's going to be called dead inside the 25-yard line. See if we get the number on that ball carrier there. Charles Cantrell, the ball carrier, number 2. Nice run there, picks up the 1st down for Nitro, down to the Sissonville 23-yard line. First quarter action brought to you in part by Senator Glenn Jeffries. And the snap to Nitro. Now the shotgun pass down into the corner, and that is taken in, just wrestled away off of that corner. Lowe's pass is complete to number 5, Ashton Crouch. And he used his height to reach up over the Sissonville cornerback and pull that pass in for the Nitro touchdown from 23 yards out. Derek Lowe. Gets the touchdown pass, makes the score. Nitro 6, Sissonville nothing here with 7.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. So the Wildcats score on their first possession. A short field. Remember, the Sissonville went for it on 4th and short, and the kick is good by Nitro's Maddox Cole. Makes the score 7-0. You're watching high school football game day on HD Media, RSN Sports Network. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
In Kanawha County classrooms, students of all ages and abilities have access to cutting-edge technologies and ideas. Here, students are supported by a community of teachers, coaches, parents, and administrators with the tradition of ensuring that each child has an equal opportunity to thrive. Where the answer to every what if is we're ready. We're ready to dream bigger, to climb higher, We're ready. Kanawha County Schools, ready for the world.
And welcome back to Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell on the call here on game day, high school game day, RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. Nitro, the Wildcats, score first on a short field. 38 yards was the drive, and a 23-yard pass from Derek Lowe makes the score 7-0. They'll kick off. Cole Maddox, the ball taken in at the 29-yard line by the Indians, trying to find some running room there. Not much. Maybe a pickup, a return of 2 yards. Look and see who that return man was for the Indians. Looks like for Sissonville, number 19, Taylon Harrison. So the Indians will start their second possession of the night at their own 32-yard line. First possession was 4 and out. They went forward on fourth down, wasn't successful. And a snap, Ethan Taylor, and he is smothered in the backfield for the loss. Looks like Blake Fisher. That's going to be a loss of 3 on that play, and that's the third time in just 2 series that the Wildcats have tackled for a loss against Sissonville. Brings up second down and about 13 to go for the Indians. Interesting enough, Sissonville, being noted for its passing game, has yet to pass out of this. And we're going to see it this time as Taylor drops back looking for somebody, gets the scramble, pumps fakes, nothing there. Going to be brought down along the Nitro sideline after a gain of maybe 2. Takes the ball back up to the 31-yard line. Going to bring up third down and 11 for Sissonville. First quarter action brought to you in part by Delegate Dana Farrell. Oh, that's me. And appreciate the opportunity to be able to do this. And obviously between what we do and what I'm able to do over here in the Sissonville and the 60th District of Kanawha County. Snap back to Taylor, swings it out, a little bubble screen to wide receiver screen, and complete there. To number 23 is Malachi Thompson. He takes the ball across the 35 to the 36, so a pickup of about 4, bringing up fourth down and 7. And Taylor this time will pooch kick it. Nobody back for the Wildcats. It's kind of hard in that ball. It's going to take a Nitro bounce back upfield and down at the 36-yard line. Looks like Evan Taylor, twin brother of Ethan, downs it there at the 36. And Nitro will take over for his second possession of the game. Successful 38-yard drive on their first possession. And we want to thank Matt Rousey, State Farm agent, for sponsorship of Kanawha Valley area game day football. Looking for the best insurance possible. Look for State Farm. Look for Matt Rousey. Kanawha City. All right, Derek Lowe lines back up in the shotgun, takes a snap on first down, and tries to keep it himself, and he is met and stood up hard by Sissonville's number 34, Ian Cox. There'll be no gain on that play. Bring up second down and 10 for Nitro. Lowe looked like he was unsure of where he was going to go with that, but once he did get started, Cox said hello. So Derek Lowe back into shotgun. Dual receivers left and right. Looks to the sideline, takes the snap. He looks to go long again down the other corner. Sissonville looking to, and the pass falls in behind the receiver. Again, that was number 4, Ryan Smith. And it is just short enough that he couldn't haul it in out there along that Nitro sideline. So that's twice now we've seen Lowe go for these Sissonville corners. And it's interesting because Coach Lovejoy at Sissonville said, they had some big, tall, wide receivers, and they like to take advantage of that and try to get mismatches on those short corners. And you can see that now, just kind of lob the ball up there, almost like a corner, coffin corner thing that just let the receiver go up and just outmaneuver the shorter corner for the ball. It brings up 3rd and 10 for Nitro. Ball resting at their own 36-yard line. Little swing pass out to the right. And not going to fool anybody. It's like Nitro's number 11, Michael Wines, took that in, and there's going to be a loss on that play as the Indians sniff that out. Loss of 4 on the play. Brings up 4th and 14. Ball is going to go back to the 32-yard line. So credit to those Sissonville defenders. They were out on that. We read that play early on, or just nothing there for Wines. So the Wildcats set the punt. Cole Maddox kicks it away. Nice punt across midfield down to the Sissonville 35-yard line. And it is going to be down there by Wildcats. Number 67. That's Ike Elkins. So the Indians will begin their 3rd possession of the game with just under 4 minutes to play first quarter. Again, nice evening for football here. I want to thank Nitro Broadcasting Network for helping produce today's game here on RSN Sports HD Media. Connor Fuller here with controllers with me inside, and then we got crew up on the cameras, Kat Welch, Audra Moles, Lane Smith, and Chloe Beckner. Snap and handoff up the middle. Indians find a little running room across the 40-yard line. We'll see who that runner was. Cameron Arbogast, the ball carrier. Looked like for the Wildcats, number 34, the tackler is Mike Toscano. Pickup of 7 on that play brings up 2nd down and 3 for Sissonville. Still looking for their first down of the game. Had 2 possessions where they went 4 and 3 and out. A high snap back to Taylor, but he gets the handoff, and the ball carrier is up near the first down marker. Ian Cox, the fullback, with the carry for Nitro. Zamor Henry, and just a yard short. Ball's marked at the 44-yard line, so 3rd and 1 for Sissonville. Big down here. They need to get a first down, get something going here, get a drive going, and snap, handoff, and again up the middle. Looks like Ian Cox once again, and he's going to cross the 45 up to the 47. First down, Sissonville. Their first down of the game. Ball will rest at their own 47 now. Say near midfield, 2:34 to go in the first quarter. So we have action here. Long look at the sidelines here. Ethan Taylor, the star quarterback, junior quarterback, set in the shotgun. And handoff is to Chase Fisher. He finds some running room off the left side. Blake Fisher, and going to take it across midfield down to the Nitro 47-yard line. That's a pickup of about 7. Bring up 2nd down and 3. Appreciate Frontier Communications for their sponsorship of HD Media Productions, both our studio at 1001 Virginia Street, and of course here in the field. It's one thing when you go, when they have it in a set location, but when you start taking all this equipment, cameras out on the road, it's another thing. Always a story. And at the snap, we've got a whistle. Looks like there's going to be a timeout taken on the field by the Indians. Timeout, Sissonville. And that gives us a break in the action. We'll take a timeout here for a word from our sponsors. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media.
Every day, around the clock, 24/7. Hundreds of Thomas Health System doctors, nurses, and staff are focused on making quality care and wellness our utmost priority for you and your family. Each one of us is personally committed to your optimal health and well-being. Thomas Memorial Hospital and St. Francis Hospital. Your trusted, personal choice for a lifetime of good health.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
All right, you see our sponsors there, Parmar Stores, the Parmar Games of the Week here that they've been so good to us, and sponsorship of high school, West Virginia sports in general, but here at RSN Sports, HD Media, and Thomas Health System, WU Med. Back to action, Sissonville with a 2nd and 3. Taylor with a little screen pass, dumps it off out in the flat. He's got his man. Looks like Jake Wiseman. He's going to take the ball down inside the 34-yard line to the 31-yard line. First down, Sissonville. Big play there. Maybe their biggest play of the night from scrimmage. It'll bring up a first down for Sissonville. Speaking of Jake Wiseman, we want to thank Appalachian Medical for their sponsorship of Sissonville Athletics this game tonight and all they do to help out in the communities. And Jake Wiseman with the completion there. He's a state leader in wide receiving yards this year across the state of West Virginia. Taylor fires it out to the left flat this time, finds his man, and brought down there in the flat looks like Ethan Taylor, his brother, twin brothers there. So Ethan Taylor, and he is brought down by Wildcats number 11, Michael Wines. After a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9, ball will rest at the 31-yard line for Sissonville. Also want to thank Bond Engineering for sponsorship of Sissonville Athletics and our games of the week on RSN Sports, HD Media. Roger Bond, graduate and alumni of Sissonville High School. A handoff by Taylor. Finds some running room out to the right side as the Sissonville runner. He's still on his feet, breaks a couple of tackles down near the 25-yard line. Looks like that was number 3, Michael Fisher, on the carry. Picks up about 5. Brings up 3rd and 3 for Sissonville. We've got a timeout again on the field. I'm sorry, that is the end of the quarter. Your score, Nitro 7, Sissonville nothing. You're watching High School Game Day, Parmar Game of the Week on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
It's trick-or-treat season, and there's 3 things I can't wait to do. Give away all my candy corn. I'm just not into it. Put on my costume of my best amigo, Wes. Pretty spot on, don't you think? And haul away all my candy in my brand new truck from Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
During Ram Power Days, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for up to 6 years on select 2022 Ram Crew Cab and Quad Cab Laramies and Bighorns.
In Kanawha County classrooms, students of all ages and abilities have access to cutting-edge technologies and ideas. Here, students are supported by a community of teachers, coaches, parents, and administrators with the tradition of ensuring that each child has an equal opportunity to thrive. Where the answer to every what if is we're ready. We're ready to dream bigger, to climb higher. We're ready. Kanawha County Schools, ready for the world.
At Dutch Miller Chevrolet, it's Truck Month with a fresh order of brand new Silverados hitting the lot with true invoice.
We are back here for second quarter action. First play of the second quarter. And Sissonville's Ethan Taylor hands it off, and he is smothered in the backfield as the ball carrier. Nowhere to go as that Nitro defense comes up big. Ian Cox, the fullback, going to take a loss on that play of about, it's like 5. Takes the ball back to the 30-yard line, brings up 4th down. Sissonville deep into Nitro territory, looking to make something happen, looking for their first score, but they're going to need a big play here on 4th down. Taylor lines him up, Twin receivers left and right. Takes a snap. He rolls to his left, looking for his man. Stops, set, fires the ball downfield and broken up. Looks like Nitro's Michael Wines broke that pass up along Sissonville sidelines to get the big stop for the Wildcats. So Nitro will take over at their own 30-yard line. Get the big stop on downs against the Indians there. We'll take this time Nitro sponsors Structural Systems Incorporated and Cipriani and Warner Law, both helping out with the Nitro broadcast. Looking in here on some of the comments coming back on our Facebook page. See here, Raymond Riviera, let's go Laz. And Katie Fisher, let's go Sissonville with double hearts. And Raymond Riviera is doing a little coaching. He says, tell his man. We've got a play here. We got Nitro on the first play from scrimmage up across the 40-yard line. Handoff takes the ball. Derek Lowe on the keeper takes the ball up to the 48-yard line for the first down for Nitro on the first play from scrimmage here in the second quarter for the Wildcats. It's a ball near midfield. Wildcats looking to go up 2 scores here, trying to push the ball downfield. Sissonville trying to hold them. Set from line of scrimmage. Snap to Derek Lowe, handoff. Ball's on the ground. Looks like the Indians have recovered. Just a bad handoff. Ball dropped onto the turf. We're trying to get the number here for Sissonville. And we're looking here. That's a little hard. Sissonville with those dark numbers on dark uniforms, it's really tough. We think that's number 52, Kenneth Maurer, with that recovery. And a big, big break for the Indians. They're going to take over at the Nitro 41 after giving it up on downs just a couple of plays earlier. They get a restart here. So Ethan Taylor back in the backfield, got single receivers, split, hands it off to Blake Fisher. He's caught in the backfield, and a flag is down. See what we get here. Tell you, the Wildcat defense has been smothering inside that Indian backfield off and on all night for tackles for loss. I say all night, but we're just 10 minutes left in the second quarter, but it appears that way. They've been in there early and often. And we're going to get a hold against Sissonville. Face mask against Nitro, and those are going to offset, repeat first down. So that's actually a break. That's a net break for Sissonville, because that was going to be a loss of about 4 or 5 on that play. So we'll get a redo here from the 41. 10.5 to go in the second quarter. Nitro up 7-zip. Indians looking to tie this one up. Ethan Taylor, the junior quarterback, steps up, has split receivers. Man goes in motion. Taylor looks down the left sideline. Got Wiseman down there. He looks to cake it in. And just outside of the sideline, the ball pops loose as he hits the ground. So that'll fall incomplete. Went for the big money down that left sideline to his money man, Jake Wiseman. Brings up second down from the Nitro 41. 2nd and 10. Again, I want to thank Sissonville sponsors, Appalachian Medical, Bond Engineering, Glenn Jeffries, Nitro, helping support that Nitro squad. Myself, Delegate Dana Farrell for Sissonville. Appreciate all those people helping make the game day happen. Taylor with the snap, rolls left, finds a little seam, gets through it, still on his feet, escapes a tackle, takes the ball inside the 35-yard line. Brought down at the 34. Looks like a Nitro's number 42, Noah Gunter with the tackle. That's a pickup of 7 for Ethan Taylor on the scramble. Brings up 3rd down and 3 for Sissonville. Got a little movement there before the snap, and a flag does come down as it looked like a Wildcat defender jumped. Was he pulled or was it an offsides encroachment? We'll see here. Officials are looking it over, and that's going to be marched off against Nitro. So 5 yards and the automatic first down takes the ball down to the Wildcat 29-yard line. First down, Sissonville. As they penetrate, this is the deepest the Indians have been against the Wildcats in this game. First down at the Wildcat 29. Snap is high. Taylor takes it in, fires it out to Wiseman in the flat. He takes off down the left sideline. He's inside the 20. He's pushed out of bounds at the 17 by the Wildcats, number 32, Luke Boggs. That's going to be near another first down. Ball is marked at the 18. First down, Sissonville on the swing pass from Taylor to Wiseman. Pickup of 10 takes the ball down to the 18. And the Indians are in the red zone. As Taylor turns around, looks to his coach, Chad Lovejoy, on the sideline for the play. Again, we want to thank Kroger for their sponsorship of the player of the game. We're making that call here late in the second half. Taylor with the snap by the shotgun, hands the ball off. Run is up the middle, pushing down near the 15-yard line. Is the ball carrier? We'll get that for you momentarily. Looks like Blake Fisher. Blake Fisher, the senior running back. Pickup of 2 on the play, takes the ball to the 16, brings up 2nd and 8. Indians turn around looking for a big second down call here as the Wildcats trying to make some defense happen. Rally here to keep the Indians out of the end zone. I want to thank the West Virginia Coal Association. Coal keeps the lights on tonight. Still, it's the Coal Association. Swing pass out to the right is Taylor. He's got his man out there. It's complete. Down across the 15 and pushed backward by the Wildcat defense. Looks like maybe Ethan Taylor. Going to get a look. Like that, Malachi Thompson, the receiver on that. He gets inside of the 15 to the near the 13. Pickup of 5. Brings up 3rd and about 5 for Sissonville. Ball at the 13-yard line. Taylor with dual receivers left and right. Takes a snap, rolls left. Looking, he gets pushed outside further. He's looking for his man. He's going to take off with it on his own feet. He's down inside the 5-yard line. May knocks the cone over as he dives for the end zone, but the officials are marking he stepped out at the 4-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Indians. First and goal at the Nitro 4. But Taylor doing it with his feet. Rolled out to the left, got pushed out of the pocket, found a seam, took off down that left side, and just inches of stepping out of bounds there, or he would have had a touchdown as he hit the cone. Again, lines up with split receivers. Snap and handoff to Ian Cox, the fullback. He's down near the 2-yard line where he's brought down. Looks like initial contact by Nitros. Number 32 is Luke Boggs again. And I think that Cameron Arbogast on that carrier takes the ball down to the 1.5-yard line. Second down, second and goal for Sissonville. Threatening here in the second quarter. Handoff is to number 1, Blake Fisher. He's across the goal line. Touchdown, Sissonville. And the Indians threatening to tie this one up with a touchdown, 1.5-yard out run. Taylor hands it off to the senior Blake Fisher, and he crosses the goal line. And the Indians get on the board with 7:03 in the second quarter. And Ethan Taylor, the quarterback, also the kicker, left footer, so he's going to take the snap in. It is up and appears to be through the uprights. And we have a tie game, folks. We have 7:03 second quarter here in Sissonville, West Virginia. It's the Indians 7, Wildcats 7. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I'm attorney Bobby Warner. Congress recently created a fund to compensate victims of Camp Lejeune who were exposed to toxic waters between 1953 and 1987. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with cancer or other health issues related to toxic water exposure at Camp Lejeune, call today for a free case evaluation.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Winter is coming. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. With cooler days ahead, now is the time to call Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling and schedule your heating system tune-up. Our experienced technicians will provide you peace of mind with our comprehensive 15-point system service. The Mullen Heating System Service and Safety Inspection will ensure you aren't left in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Call and schedule your tune-up today or visit us online at mullenplumbing.com.
And we are back, Joe Sawyers Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. We are at 7-minute mark, second quarter, and we are all tied up. The Indians just put 7 on the board to tie it against the Nitro Wildcats, and Ethan Taylor set to kick off here for the Indians. I want to thank Mullen Plumbing and Heating. You've seen a commercial there for their sponsorship of high school game day on RSN, HD Media. Kickoff is down inside the 20-yard line, bobbled there by the Nitro receiver. And he steps out of bounds at the 19, so had a little miscue there at their own 19. So this is the deepest that the Wildcats will have taken over. At their own 19, 7 minutes to go, second quarter. And when I talked to Coach Boone McKinney yesterday, he talked about this, how Nitro, one of the things that's just snake bit them throughout the middle of the season. They started the year at 2-0, but they've dropped 7. But during that time period, they just, talking about snake bites, they really have self-inflicted wounds. It just self-destructed at big times in games, and those are kind of things you just saw that can just hurt you. And that's the handoff from Derek Lowe up the middle. Ball carrier is not getting anywhere. That Sissonville defense meets number 2, Charles Cantrell. He's going to take a loss of 2 on the play, bring up second. The ball's now marked back at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats, trying to find their way out of this deep area of the field. Get some field position here. Tied at 7 here in the second quarter. Snap back to Derek Lowe, throws downfield, finds a man, and knocked away by the Sissonville defender. Looks like number 4, Given Soto. First time we've called his name tonight, but he's one of the fellows Coach Lovejoy said for Sissonville. They have really been hit. We talked about this RSV virus that's running rampant around the country and here in the West Virginia high schools. And he mentioned Soto and Wiseman and a couple other players for the Indian have been out most of the week because of this virus, suffering with it. Back in it tonight. So Coach himself actually has been suffering from it. He's actually sick when I talked to him today. And flags are down before the snap. See where this is going to go against Sissonville. So a little break there for Nitro. The Indians, there again, you're talking about unforced errors. These are kinds of things. You take a long field, like a long third down, and turn it into a more manageable one. Ball's going to move up to the 22-yard line. Brings up 3rd and a long 7. Nitro with triple receivers to the right. Single left. Derek Lowe out of the shotgun. Takes a snap on 3rd and 7. Ball is up. It's in the air. It's going to be taken in. Over here on the near side, looks like Nitro's number 6, Rashawn Robbins on the reception. Ball was up in the air, seemed like forever. Plenty of time, but the Sissonville defender, you thought maybe he was going to go for the knockdown, but he went for the tackle and allowed the receiver hit, and that's a first down. So the Wildcats convert. They were facing a 3rd and 12, and combined with the penalty and then the pass play out here, convert. And they have the ball now on their own 32-yard line, first down. Derek Lowe out of the shotgun, looks to find another receiver. It's overthrown, intercepted by the Indians. And trying to get out to the outside, find the right sideline. Trying to get that number. Again, these uniforms for the Sissonville are so dark. And 19, Talon Harrison, defender that picks that ball off, takes the ball back down toward the Nitro 25 to the 27-yard line. So the Wildcats were moving the ball in the air, and looked like the pass was a little high. Got by the receiver, and the defensive back was right there to pick it off. So the Indians, with their second big turnover of the night, take the ball out of the snap. Taylor fakes the handoff, looks left, finds some running room out to the left. He's got some feet. Watch him out. He gets the corner, gets inside the 20 before he steps out. You've got to watch him there. He's so quick on his feet, and you'd think you've got him pushed to the sideline, but he finds a little bit more corner and picks up an extra 5 yard. Takes the ball, a scramble of 9 down to the 18-yard line, brings up 2nd and 1 for Sissonville. It's a nice play by the quarterback, Ethan Taylor, the junior star quarterback. He's helping lead the state in passing yards, but tonight he's done a lot on his feet, making some big plays and keeping that Nitro defense honest. He'll line up this time with single split receivers, man in motion, looks back, tries to fire the ball out in the flat, finds his man out there, takes the ball in on the right side, escapes 2 tackles down inside the 10-yard line. Michael Fisher, the receiver, he finds positive yards. Looks like that's going to be a gain down to the 8-yard line. First down, Indians. First and goal from the Nitro 8, and now with 4:50 to go in the first half, the Indians are threatening once more. Dual receivers left, single right. Taylor lines up, first and goal from the 8. Score tied. Taylor off the snap, rolls left, looks in the end zone. He's trying to find a man. He fires it, knocked down. Nitro defender, looks like number 7, Zamar Henry. Big long arms, knocks the pass down. Pass falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. So Taylor wasn't sure if he was going to take off again, but he was looking in the end zone, thought he had his man, and it was Zamar Henry, who was kind of midfield there. He wasn't really back defending. He was just kind of defending in space there, but he was able, that pass come through there low enough to knock it down. So here we go, 2nd down, handoff up the middle. Runner finds some running room, and he finds the end zone. Sissonville touchdown. Cameron Arbogast, the other senior running back for the Indians, gets in the end zone from 8 yards out with 4:26 to go in the first half, and the Indians take the first lead of the night. 13-7 over Nitro. Ethan Taylor, the quarterback, left footer, steps on the field to convert the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is through the uprights. We have the Sissonville Indians up now 14-7 with 4.5 minutes to go, first half. You're watching High School Game Day, sponsored by Parmar Stores on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
Time for a Labor Day tents event. This is our biggest event ever with the most cars and the most offers.
We've got 4 locations of inventory. Not only are we selling at our main lots, but we've got tents at the Kanawha Mall and the Old Sport Mart Plaza. Every test drive is a chance to win $1,000. Buy a car and get your choice of $1,000 cash, no payments until 2023, 250 gallons of gas, or take a bigger discount.
With the best trade-in figures powered by Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer, you can get the best deals of the year.
Go to TopJ4.com and see for yourself.
Winter is coming. It's time to remember.
And welcome back to Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. High School Game Day by Parmar Stores on the RSN Sports Network and powered by HD Media. Dana Farrell on the call as Ethan Taylor set to kick off. Whips the ball downfield, taken in at the 33, and it looks like the knee touched the ground there as number 3, Rocco Lazo, picks the ball up. It was on his knee, and the ball will be marked down there at the 34-yard line for the Wildcats. Not bad field position, though. You can't argue that. Much better than the 19-yard line off the last kickoff. So they've got time, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go, 21 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Plenty of time to manage a drive to try to tie this game up, answer Sissonville after they just scored from 8 yards out on the Cameron Arbogast run. So we're set. Wildcat triple receivers to the right. They were trying to move the passing game last time till the interception. Derek Lowe on the keeper, tries to find some room off the right side. Nothing there. Sissonville defense stout over there. Again, we'll try to get a number. Looks like Maurer won the tackle. 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. Ball resting at the 35-yard line. So the Wildcats, dual receiver. Oh, and we got motion before the snap. Receiver takes off on the block and whistles blow. We'll see which way this goes. Preliminary indication is that it is illegal procedure against the Wildcats. Mark it back 5. Brings up 2nd and 14. Again, we want to thank United Bank for their sponsorship of tonight's games. All of our games across the state of West Virginia as we bring them to you on Parmar Games of the Week, High School Game Day. HD Media, as we said, you can read all about tonight's game, all the other big games in the state of West Virginia in the WV Gazette Mail and HeraldDispatch.coms. Or read it and pick it up in print. We got a timeout here taken on the field. And that gives us time to hear from one of those sponsors. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're at the 2-minute 54-second mark, second quarter. We'll be right back on High School Game Day.
Ball Toyota is here for you. Gas prices got you down? Toyota has a hybrid for everyone, like the 53 MPG Corolla or Camry, the 58 MPG Prius, the 41 MPG RAV4, the 40 MPG Venza, and the 36 MPG Highlander. Need more room or want to haul a trailer or boat? Get the new 22 MPG Tundra Hybrid. Give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with a genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. Ball Toyota of Charleston. It's a whole new ball game.
I've said it for years. I try to make an impact by taking an impact. And right now, I'm basically worthless. But Kia is so safe, every day I walk in there, I walk out without a scratch. I mean, it's not like I'm not being put to good use. Not where I'm at Kia, it's just the opposite of dangerous. It's just really safe. And they keep cranking out safer vehicles every year, so I have no future here.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia, get a 2023 Sportage starting at just $269 a month.
Back here, Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia, watching high school football on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Nitro, Wildcats trying to tie it up here on this drive, down 14-7 against Sissonville. Just under 3 in the second quarter. Derek Lowe off the snap, and he's going to be taken down in his backfield by that Indian defense on the sack. Trying to get a number here for Sissonville. 52, Derek Maurer. Gets the sack, and we got another timeout on the field. That brings up 3rd and long, 3 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Back-to-back timeouts here, and it looks like the Indians are trying to get these timeouts because they feel like if they can get a stop here, they'll get the ball back in good field position. They're going to try to punch another one in here before halftime, up 14-7 with just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Dana Farrell here on the call. Doing it solo tonight. Apologize for you guys that expected Brooks, my sidekick, to be on. Got caught up with some things and could not be here tonight, but we'll miss him. But, hey, maybe the next time out, we got another big home game out here next week. But I want to thank some of our other sponsors, Kolaski Orthodontics, for your support of Sissonville Athletics here and all the teams and schools in Kanawha Valley. Anybody that, for all your dental and orthodontic needs, find them at aperfectsmile.com. Hey, how appropriate. Hey, if you're watching on RSN Sports Network Facebook page, keep those comments coming. I've got it watch here so I can see what you're saying. Got Raymond Riviera again. Good job. Keep up the pressure. I assume he's with the Indians. And we got a play here. And off the left side, Wildcats take the ball up near the 30-yard line, and immediately timeout is taken on the field. Stop that clock once more. Brings up fourth down, though, for the – and Sissonville will take that. So they've stopped the clock. They want the ball back with just over 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Try to do something with it. We're going to take one quick break here for one commercial. We'll be right back on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
Rocky Knob Farm from Pritchard, West Virginia wants to say good luck to all the Wayne County teams this football season. We support our teams as they support us throughout our harvest season. Jason, Tabitha, and Tanner say go Wolves, go Rebels, go Pioneers. And remember, if it ain't Rocky Knob, it ain't corn on the cob. The Cerrito Farmers Market will remain open through October. The cool, crisp football nights is a sure reminder that pumpkin harvest season is upon us. See you at the market.
The challenges facing the country never stop.
Here at Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell on the call. Saw that commercial there. Rocky Knob Farms, they're one of our Wayne County sponsors, helped sponsor the Wayne Pioneers. Had them on last week, 82 points scored between Sissonville and the Pioneers. And that was a tough snap and barely got that off at the kicker. And that Sissonville Indian pressure come after him. Ball's going to be marked down just across the 45-yard line by the Nitro defender. So the Indians will get the ball in Nitro territory to start this drive with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. They're up. They've scored just moments ago to go up 14-7, and they're looking to put more on the board here. See what they come up with, Coach Jad. Now, they should be out of timeouts, I think, at this point. Actually, they have one timeout left. So the Indians dual receivers left and right. Snap and a whistle at the snap. And preliminary indication is procedure against the Indians. And this must be, I think we can assume, we didn't see any movement, so it must have been not enough men on the line of scrimmage. So that pushes the ball back across midfield to their own 49, brings up 1st and 15. And of course, we assume they can get it going here. That's not going to matter much because they're going to be on some octane here trying to get the ball in with just under 3 minutes to go. And we know that Taylor can sling the football around the field. He takes the ball. He takes a deep drop. Looking across, scrambles to the left. He tucks it under, and he's going to run. He's trying to find the left side. He gets around that a 50-yard line. He takes the ball back across midfield in front of that Sissonville bench where he's knocked out of bounds. That should stop the clock. Not sure what we got here. The clock is still running with 2:33, but he was clearly knocked out of bounds. Gets the ball back inside the 45 to the 44. 2nd down and 8 to go for Sissonville now. I'm not sure why the clock didn't stop there, but hey, who am I? Snap. And Nitro defender was going for the pick 6, but the completion is good out to Malachi Thompson. He takes the ball down near another 1st down. Actually does get the 1st down at the 36-yard line. Sticks are going to move. Just over 2 minutes to go. Again, the Indians were just one timeout trying to find the end zone here. Snap out of the shotgun back to Taylor. Takes the drop. Doesn't see anything. Escapes, finds some room off the left side. Going to tuck it under, trying to find again the sideline. There is a flag down. And he's finally taken. He didn't get out of bounds this time. The clock does stop with the penalty. This is going to be a hold against Sissonville. So that's a big break for the Wildcats as Taylor took off. Again, near this near side. That'll be from the spot of the foul, so that is going to push the ball back near midfield once more. Just under 2 minutes to play, first half, 1:52. So that ball is going to be marked all the way back to the 49. So this is a drive where the Indians are taking 1 step forward and 2 back. Unforced errors, and both of those have been penalties. had a lot of promise here. Had a first down with 3 minutes to go. Just took over at the Nitro 46. Plenty of time to get that ball in the end zone, and they still do. Okay. They are hampered by the fact they're just down to one timeout. Snap back to Taylor. He looks the ball downfield, got his man Wiseman. Oh, just overthrows him near the 20-yard line. That is probably one of the most lethal combos, Taylor to Wiseman, you'd see anywhere in the state of West Virginia. But Taylor just overthrows him by a step. Going to bring up second down. You know, that's got to stretch that Wildcat defense out. Wiseman's a tough cover. He's a big, strong, tall receiver, I think 6'2". And a lot of times these guys playing the corners are small and quick, but height's one of those things that's hard to match. So Taylor's back. He's looking across the middle, finds Wiseman again inside the 40-yard line. He's complete this time. Going to take the ball up to the 39-yard line. Clock is ticking with 1:15 to go. Indians rush up to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up third down and about 13. And we get a timeout on the field. Not sure who took that one. Timeout by the Wildcats. So that's going to give us a break in the action here with 1:14 to go, second quarter. Sissonville 14, Nitro 7. Indians trying to drive and score and get another score before halftime. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HT Media. We'll be right back.
So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
And we are back, Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell on the call on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. We're in the second quarter, 1:14 to go before halftime. Sissonville up 14-7 on Nitro. Indians with the ball at the Nitro 39, trying to get in here before halftime. Ethan Taylor back in the shotgun, twin receivers left and right. He throws downfield, got a man down there, and it looks like it was tipped as it come in by the Wildcats, number 32. Luke Boggs got a hand on that as Ethan Taylor was firing for Blake Fisher. Going to bring up fourth down and 13 for the Indians. Looking at our comment section here, Tim Frame says he's watching from Florida. Watch his grandsons, the Taylor twins, and that's got to be Ethan and Evan. The only twins I know that are Taylors on the field. And those are a good pair to watch. They do make things happen for Sissonville. Indians now with a 4th and 13. This is it. Oh, the pooch kick here with 1 minute to go, and that's going to be down. Oh, close, but it gets into the end zone. Interesting call there. Not sure what was going on with just a minute to go. I'm not sure, and you're in the Nitro's territory, and you punt it. I know it was 4th and 13, but that was interesting. But that, in fact, I think the ball was at the 30. That was probably a net gain after all that of about 13 yards. So I'm not sure if that was called or he just opted to take the pooch kick. He does have that option anytime he comes up there. Sissonville likes to do that, and that's hard to defend. So Wildcats will get the ball back one more time here before halftime. 1 minute to go. They're down 7. We'll see if they try to do something or they just try to run out the clock, reorganize in the locker room at halftime. We'll try to bring you some high school band action. Nitro High School Band is here with us tonight. Snap back to Derek Lowe. He's going to go downfield. They're going for it. He's got a man down there, but picked off. Cameron Arbogast, the corner, picks it off. He's coming back the other way. Finds a seam down the left side. He's got plenty of room. He's going to be dragged out of bounds inside the 20 at the Nitro 17-yard line. Nitro's number 53, Nick Atkins, drags him out of bounds there and saves him. If he found one more seam, he was going to hit the end zone. Wow, what a play. And now So much for the second guess on the pooch punt call, because on their first play from scrimmage, Indians get the interception, running all the way back inside the 20. And they're set to go up another touchdown here before halftime. Taylor takes a step back out of the shotgun. He's looking, fires down the middle of the, he just overshoots his receiver in the end zone. He was firing there for, looks like another Fisher, maybe Blake. We'll bring up second down and 10 from the 18-yard line. I'm sorry, that was to Evan Taylor. That was Taylor to Taylor, and he just missed him by a slither. Crossing pattern down near into the end zone. 41 seconds now, second and 10 from the 18. Indians out of the snap. Taylor looks this time into the corner. He's got a man down there this time. He goes up, and great defensive play over there by the corner for Nitro. Pass intended for Thompson, but the Nitro defender, we're trying to get a number on that, but he made a great play down there to get the stop.
In the right corner of the end zone is incomplete, third down and 10.
Okay, that defender, number 15, Samir Clanton. But what a play down there to break that up, because that was going to be a sure 6. Brings up third and 10 from the 18 for Sissonville as Taylor looks to the sideline to get the incoming play. Now, we've seen a lot of action here inside 3 minutes. Taylor with the snap, fakes the handoff, fires the ball, and obviously nobody there at all. Looks like a misread on pattern. Somebody wasn't running right pattern or where they were supposed to be. And you can see there Taylor and Wiseman come back. Those two were pretty lethal, so I'm sure they can get that ironed out pretty quick. We got another play stoppage on the field by the officials. And they are correcting the clock. It's showing 21 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like they're going to reset that to 23. Make that 31 seconds. But we are fourth down now, so Sissonville, this is it. Nitro needs a big stop here. They can't afford to let the Indians go up 2 scores here before halftime. This is a pivotal play in this game. So Wildcats really need a stop here. The Indians could really go a long ways toward being a leg up in the second half if they can get in here, the end zone here. Taylor fires it to the end zone. He's got a man down there. He overthrows him. Wiseman, seems like when Taylor misses, it's on the overthrow. He tends to throw high on those crossing patterns. So you got to watch that too if you're a receiver. You definitely extend your body out there. That's dangerous territory. But it sails out of the end zone, and so the Wildcats get a big stop there. That was crucial. Keeps the game within reach for them with 25 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll take over at their own 18. They escape after that interception by Cameron Arbogast. Set the Indians up in the red zone. But they couldn't convert, and handoff from Lowe to Cantrell. The ball blown dead before it got loose there, so that'll bring up second down. That's a loss on that play. And the clock's going to tick off. I believe that's going to be the final play of the first half. As we watch the clock tick off here at Joe Sawyer Field. And it's going to be your halftime score, Sissonville 14, Nitro 7. Had a lot of action here. The Wildcats with 3 first half turnovers have got to be fortunate to go to the locker room just down 7. Indians, of course, got to be happy. They probably could have put more on the board there, but hey, you'll take the lead anytime you can. You're playing at home, looking for that second win on the season. We're going to take a quick break here while the bands hit the field. We're going to come back and give you both Nitro and Sissonville Marching Band action. You're watching High School Game Day by Parmar Stores on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
packed with 9 essential nutrients. Low-fat chocolate milk can be an important part of your recovery routine. Be sure to grab a chocolate milk after your next workout.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no payments until next year? Text or
All right, back here at Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia, as the Nitro High School Wildcat Marching Band comes on the field, ready to perform halftime action. And I've actually stepped outside here at the press box so you can get hopefully some sound off of this. Big shout out to one of our Nitro MBN producers, Shane Pontier. He's on the drum line down there. He's second over from the right. Big Shane over there on the snare drum. They probably will. We'll see if we can get a close-up of Shane. He's usually up here in the booth helping us out on production. Tonight, he's on the snare drum. Nitro High School Marching Band. Looks like at least 50 strong. Nice big numbers. Great marching routine. We'll listen in here again for second set. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Nitro High School Wildcat Marching Band. And wow, what a performance here in Sissonville, West Virginia. On the road tonight, great numbers. That's a big, strong band with a bold sound, and you love to see it. Love to see more of that, where the high school bands are able to travel to the away games, put on the performance here that both fan bases can enjoy. So they'll come off the field, and then we'll take a quick break, and we'll listen to Sissonville as they come on. Dana Farrell on High School Game Day. RSN Sports Network powered by HD Media. We're at Joe Sawyer's Field in Sissonville, where the Indians are up 14-7 on Nitro. We'll be right back.
Before there could be a nation, there had to be people willing to fight for it, to take on the world's greatest challenges, whatever they might be. So the U.S. Army masters not only tactics and strategy, but also physics and chemistry. We make battle plans and create breakthroughs in medicine, science, and engineering. Our next mission could be anything, so we prepare for everything.
Time for a Labor Day tents event. This is our biggest event ever with the most cards and the most offers.
We've got 4 locations of inventory. Not only are we selling at our main lots, but we've got tents at the Kanawha Mall and the Old Sport Mart Plaza. Every test drive is a chance to win $1,000. Buy a car and get your choice of $1,000 cash, no payments until 2023, 250 gallons of gas, or take a bigger discount.
With the best trade-in figures powered by Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer, you can get the best deals of the year.
Go to TopJ4.com and see for yourself.
Winter is coming. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With cooler days ahead, now is the time to call Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and schedule your heating system tune-up. Our experienced technicians will provide you peace of mind with our comprehensive 15-point system service. The Mullen Heating System Service and Safety Inspection will ensure you aren't left in the cold this winter. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call and schedule your tune-up today or visit us online at mullenplumbing.com.
Ball Toyota is here for you. Gas prices got you down? Toyota has a hybrid for everyone, like the 53 MPG Corolla or Camry, the 58 MPG Prius, the 41 MPG RAV4, the 40 MPG Venza, and the 36 MPG Highlander. Need more room or want to haul a trailer or boat? Get the new 22 MPG Tundra Hybrid. Give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with a genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. Ball Toyota of Charleston. It's a whole new ball game.
I've said it for years. I try to make an impact by taking an impact. And right now, I'm basically worthless. But Kia is so safe, every day I walk in there, I walk out without a scratch. I mean, it's not like I'm not being put to good use. Not where I'm at Kia, it's just the opposite of dangerous. It's just really safe. And they keep cranking out safer vehicles every year, so I have no future here.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia, get a 2023 Sportage starting at just $269 a month.
Here at Sissonville, West Virginia, Dana Farrell on the call, Joe Sawyer's Field, and the Sissonville High School Indian Marching Band is on the field. We'll take a break and let you listen. It's the Sissonville High School Indian Marching Band under the directorship of Mr. Corey Green, drum major Macy Smith, and looks like they will be exiting the field. So we're at halftime here at Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell on the RSN Sports Network. Wanted you guys at home, we get a lot of requests a lot of times through our week in and week out for people to be able to watch the band, so we tried to make that happen for you tonight. Obviously, if you're watching on the Facebook page on RSN Sports, we've got that on so you can make some comments. We're seeing some come in here. Some of them alluding to, I know here in the first half of action, we're at 14-7, Sissonville on top, but it was the Wildcats that scored first, go up 7-zip in the first quarter, but it was the Indians with the answer with two successive touchdowns from running plays. It was a Blake Fisher and a Cameron Arbogast touchdown runs to go up 14-7. But the pivotal play, and we'll see how this goes, because the Wildcats will be receiving the football. They'll get it to start the second half here. Well, depending on how this game goes, that final series there when Sissonville picked off the Nitro pass and took it down inside the 20 to the Nitro red, got into the red zone, and with just over a minute to play and could not get it in. So if you're Nitro, you got to say, hey, that was a big series there to keep them out of there, because that could have really pushed the game open. And for Sissonville, you got to be lamenting that you weren't able to get in there before halftime. But we'll see how it goes here. We've got a whole other half to play. And the Indians will be kicking off, and Wildcats will be defending. You're watching High School Game Day by Parmar Stores on RSN Sports, powered by HT Media. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Freedom from surprise fees with Asterisk free checking. True story. Welcome to Huntington.
In Kanawha County classrooms, students of all ages and abilities have access to cutting-edge technologies and ideas. Here, students are supported by a community of teachers, coaches, parents, and administrators with the tradition of ensuring that each child has an equal opportunity to thrive. Where the answer to every what if is we're ready. We're ready to dream bigger, to climb higher. We're ready. Kanawha County Schools, ready for the world.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia for one reason: friends and family pricing for everyone.
For a limited time, during Jeep Adventure Days, lease a Compass Latitude 4x4 or Renegade Latitude 4x4 for just $299 a month.
Every day, around the clock, 24/7. Hundreds of Thomas Health System doctors, nurses, and staff are focused on making quality care and wellness our utmost priority for you and your family. Each one of us is personally committed to your optimal health and well-being. Thomas Memorial Hospital and St. Francis Hospital. Your trusted, personal choice for a lifetime of good health.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Welcome back to Sissonville High School, campus of Sissonville High. Joe Sawyer's Field in Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell bringing the action to you here on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. A few quick words there from our sponsors. We're at halftime here, and as we look across the RSNSports.com score stream scoreboard, Looking up north, Philip Barber, the Colts at Lincoln, and it is the Cougars of Lincoln High up 20-14 in the third quarter there. Webster County 12-6 over Payton City. Frankfort 21-8 in the third quarter over North Marion. Bridgeport 42-21, doubling up that score there, rolling over Musselman in AAA ball. And a big score, we're carrying this one on our other HD Media network. And it's the Generals of Winfield at home, 19-0 at halftime over the Scott Skyhawks. That was Scott coming in number 1, Winfield number 5, and as we said, probably the winner of that's going to have the number 1 spot, top seed in AA because of the bonus points going into the playoffs. So that's a pivotal game, but it's the Generals up 19-0 there. That game, Coach Bob Goebel, Blaine Smith on the call over there on RSN Sports HD Media. Single A, big game here. This was all touted up. You had Williamstown, number 1, on the road at the Doddridge County Bulldogs, and they were, I think, number 3, but that score is all Yellow Jackets, 34-0 over the Bulldogs tonight. Wheeling Park 21-18 over Parkersburg South there again. Parkersburg South rated up there at the top of AAA, and right now they're behind at halftime against the Wheeling Park Patriots. So we've got some interesting scores. You can check them all out on rsnsports.com. Top of the page there, you'll see the score stream scoreboard ribbon. You can just scan across that and get any scores in real time. We not only carry football scores, we carry soccer and volleyball. We're one of the only networks that do that across the state of West Virginia. So if you really want complete, comprehensive scores, check out rsnsports.com score stream. And we're going to start the third quarter here in Sissonville. Ethan Taylor, the kicker, kicks it down inside the 30 to the 27, taken in by Nitro, takes the ball up over the 40-yard line to the 42 is number 34, Mike Toscano. Nice return there by Toscano. And the Wildcats are going to have good field position to start the second half. Wildcats will be looking to try to tie this game up here. We've got a ball game tonight. These two clubs, neighboring schools, as you said, the bands were able to come out, both perform at halftime. Just, you get to this point, you know you're not going to the playoffs, you're playing for bragging rights. I mean, you're out there playing for the love of the game. And that's what you love to see out of teams that just won't quit. These are young teams, both of them. Derek Lowe, the quarterback, takes a snap, looks to run, maybe pitches it out to Scano. He tries to find some room. He's brought down off the left side by the Indians. Catch up with him over there.
Number 34, Mike Toscano on the carry for the Wildcats.
Trying to look here for the Indians.
Ian Cox, number 34.
Looks like Ian Cox for the stop there.
Makes it second down and 11 from the
Trent McCoy also. Loss of 1, bring up second and 11. Yeah, the Indians, Sissonville uniforms, you've got black numbers on black uniforms. That becomes difficult up here in the press box from several hundred feet away to be able to make out sometimes, but we'll do our best. Triple receivers and a man in motion, so it's loaded up over on the right-hand, near side of the field as Derek takes the snap. He's going to keep there, and he finds room up the middle of the field. He's across midfield down to the Sissonville 45-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Wildcats. Big play for Nitro here as they cross over midfield on their first possession of the second half. They need to score a touchdown here to tie this game up. Good ball game so far. Again, big shout out Sissonville sponsors, Kolaski Orthodontics, Bond Engineering, and Appalachian Medical for helping make this game possible and all of your Indian athletics across the season. And we got a timeout on the field. Timeout early in this game taken by the Wildcats. And that's going to give us a timeout here for a couple quick words from our sponsors. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
At Dutch Miller Chevrolet, it's Truck Month with a fresh order of brand new Silverados hitting the lot with true invoice pricing. And to top it off, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerChevy.com.
I'm attorney Bobby Warner. Congress recently created a fund to compensate victims of Camp Lejeune who were exposed to toxic waters between 1953 and 1987. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with cancer or other health issues related to toxic water exposure at Camp Lejeune, call.
All right, we're back to live action, and before we can get the snap off, we got action before the snap. Flags are down. We'll see how this goes. Here again, we're talking about a pivotal drive. This is a pivotal penalty, which way it goes. That's going to go against the Indians, so that makes a 1st and 5 as the Wildcats march deeper into Sissonville territory here on this opening drive, trying to tie the game up. What you want to happen here is you're starting the second half of play with a lead. Derek Lowe lines his team up. The 1st and 5 takes a snap a little bit low and fires it out to the flat, picks it up. Receiver's got the ball there, takes the ball across the 35. He finds receiver Rashawn Robbins. That's going to be enough for the first down. Takes the ball down to the Indian 34-yard line. Talking at scores, we've got Washington in the Panhandle up 20-0 at halftime over Hampshire. Hedgesville and Jefferson mixing up, and it's the Cougars 26-7 over the Eagles. Buchanan Upshur 19, Preston County nothing at half. And the snap. Lowe looks to the corner, tries to find his man. They are tangled up there, and flag is down. That's going to go against the Sissonville defender over there trying to get that stop, but 2 flags are down. That preliminary indication is interference against Sissonville. Well, looking for that deep, long pass down that left sideline. And defender, receiver get mixed up over there. And the penalty flags come out. So the Wildcats are marching downfield here in this opening drive. Appreciate RSN HD Media sponsors Kroger, sponsoring our player of the game, Frontier Communication, Martin Transport, best pay and benefits. Drive for martintransport.com. You want to check out on the internet, want to make some good money driving big rigs. Summit Community Bank, Ford Magazine, best West Virginia bank. Find out more at mysummitbank.bank. All right, Wildcats here. They are down in the red zone now against the Indians on the opening drive of the third quarter, looking to tie this game up. Derek Lowe takes a snap, swings the ball out to the left side, finds a receiver. He's got the room. He's going to find the end zone. And touchdown, Nitro. Little swing pass from 19 yards out from Lowe. Looks like to his receiver, number 2, Charles Cantrell, from 19 yards out. And we are just one extra point conversion from tying this game up. Cole Maddox comes out on the field, the kicker. Maddox didn't play. This is his first year playing. He was a soccer player, and Coach McKinney said he recruited him over there, and he loves it, and he's been a great... Oh, and the kick is blocked by Indians. Wow. You thought that was going to be automatic, but the Sissonville defense gets through, and they hold the lead by 1 now with 9:43 to go in the third quarter. Sissonville 14, Nitro 13. But a nice drive there by Nitro to get back in this. And we've got a ball game, folks. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media.
Winter is coming. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With cooler days ahead, now is the time to call Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and schedule your heating system tune-up. Our experienced technicians will provide you peace of mind with our comprehensive 15-point system service. The Mullen Heating System Service and Safety Inspection will ensure you aren't left in the cold this winter. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call and schedule your tune-up today or visit us online at mullenplumbing.com.
We are back here at Joe Sawyer's Field, Sissonville, West Virginia, and we've got a ball game, probably one of the closer ones on the live stream tonight in the state of West Virginia. Here on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. Wildcats just scored to pull within 1. Sissonville 14, Nitro 13, 9:43 third quarter. Cole Maddox set to kick it off for the Wildcats. And he does so. Ball crosses down inside the 20 and rolls out of bounds. Flag comes up. It's like the Indians will take over at their own 35-yard line. They'll start their first possession of the second half. Wildcats took their first possession. Started at their own 41. Took the ball 59 yards in that possession and score. But the extra point was blocked by Sissonville. So they hold the lead by 1 here in this inter-county rival matchup. Two young AA teams looking to gain some momentum. So it's the Indians coming out here to start their first series of the second half. Ethan Taylor lined up a quarterback. Twins in the backfield, handoff, and he gets nowhere. I tell you, tonight for both teams, it's either feast or famine on that run play. Now, handoffs, they're either going to get met in the backfield from a loss, or they're going to gain 5 or 10 up the middle. Blake Fisher, the ball carrier, loss of 1, brings up 2nd and 11 for Sissonville. Make that 2 on the loss, so 2nd and 12 from the 33. Snap back to Taylor, swings it out to Wiseman into flat. Finds a seam, but he's caught up with there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Nitro's number 32, Luke Boggs, on the tackle. Pick up a maybe 2 on the play there. We're going to bring up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11 for Sissonville here. I tell you, if the Wildcats can get another stop here and force the punt and move the ball, they've got the momentum right now. As we are into the third quarter, 8.5 minutes to play. Sissonville needs a big third down conversion here. Snap back to Taylor, and flags fly before the snap. Oh, big penalty. A preliminary indication is it's offsides against Nitro. So mark off 5 yards, and now a 3rd and long becomes much more 3rd and manageable for Sissonville. I think maybe this changes up the play call a little bit. Now you can maybe, instead of throwing downfield, you can kind of look at whole swing pass kind of stuff, slants and such out of there. So Taylor lines up. He's got twins both directions. Steps back, looks to the sideline. After the set, 3rd and about 6 to go. Taylor high snap, looks downfield, scrambles around, finds a man down there. He's got a man wide open in the middle of the field. Taken in by Blake Fisher across midfield to the Nitro 40-yard line. 40, make that the 41, but big pass play there from Taylor to Fisher. First down, Sissonville as they cross over into Nitro territory. Big play for the Indians here in the third quarter. They're on their first drive of the second half. And ball carrier looks like Ian Cox. He's going to get down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Pickup, solid pickup there. 4 brings up 2nd and 6. We're inside the 7.5-minute mark here in the third quarter. Our score 14-13. Indians up 1. They're driving into Nitro territory. Taylor on the keeper, finds some room off the left side, inside the 30-yard line, and he's brought down by Boggs. Clock keeps turning. He's got the Indian first down at the Nitro 28-yard line. Taylor has been dangerous, rolling out to his left on his feet tonight. Big play there. We're at the 7-minute mark. Indians with the first down at the Nitro 28-yard line. Big shout out to Mullen Plumbing and Heating, support of Nitro Athletics. Snap back to Taylor, hands off to Fisher. Shirt tackle there in the backfield. Haven't seen those too much anymore with the way they make the jerseys, but number 42, Noah Gunner, says, hey, just give me some thread. I got this. So that's a loss of 3 on the play. Takes the ball back outside the 30, and 2nd and 13 for Sissonville. You never read about tonight's game in tomorrow's West Virginia Gazette Mail, HeraldDispatch.com, where you can subscribe digitally and just read it right away. Chris Wade, cover here. He's over on the other side of the press box covering, taking all the inside detail of the game. So you can read about it tomorrow. Handoffs to Fisher. He finds some room on the outside, tries to cut it inside, and it looks like a flag is down. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, but I think this one's going to come back. Flag is down in that Sissonville Indian backfield. Holding is the cause. That one's going to take the Indians backward. Back into the 44-yard line. So that's going to bring up. Third and about 25 yards. So Indians line up. Snap is very high. Taylor lucky to get that. Takes the ball down, looking downfield. Pumps, fakes, keeps the ball, finds some room on the sideline, and is rolled out of bounds as he gets inside the 40. I think a pickup of about 8 on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Want to thank Todd Judy Ford for their sponsorship of High School Game Day. Actually, if you think about where we're located here in Sissonville, which is about, come along Route 21, about 8 miles. So Todd Judy Ford would be the closest car dealership to where we are broadcasting from. So if you talk about a neighborhood dealership, they are it. They were right here just a couple minutes down the road from Sissonville Business District. All right, Taylor on a 3rd and about 20. Looking downfield, holds it, pumps. He's got a man down there. Can he get his overthrows? Malachi Thompson, who had got behind the Nitro defenders. Taylor's just so scared. You think he's going to pass it, you think he's going to run it, and then he pumps and fires. So you can't really let up at any given time when he's got the ball in his hands. But it's going to be 4th down and about 20-21 for Sissonville. We'll see. Last time we were in a situation, they took a little pooch kick right before halftime there. We'll see, and that looks like what he's going to do. And I think that's got enough juice on it to get inside. That's tagged down by number 9, Jake Wiseman, at the 10-yard line, just inside of it. So that will pin the Wildcats deep into their own territory with 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching High School Game Day by Parmar Stores on RSN Sports and powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
Started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967, has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
All right, we're back here at Joe Sawyer's Field in Sissonville, West Virginia. Wildcats of Nitro take over their 2nd possession of the 2nd half, down 14-13 to Sissonville. They are starting from their own 8-yard line. Got a receiver downfield. Big play. Oh, and the flags come out on the defensive play. Pass was intended for number 8, Landon Ponatowski. Number 5, Nathan Young on the defense there for the Indians. Looked like a good play, but from our vantage point, but obviously 2 different officials saw it otherwise, and the flags come out, and there's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Wildcats. That's going to get them out of trouble. They were deep inside their own territory. That's going to give them some breathing room. Takes the ball out to the 23-yard line and a 1st down. So when the Wildcats have needed something, they've been able to get it a lot of times. They're going to start this empty backfield, trips left, dual right, And again, that ball fired upward. That's going to be intercepted by the Indians. Jake Wiseman takes the ball at the 44-yard line and falls down. So when he's not catching him from Taylor, he's catching him from low. Wiseman, one of the top receivers in the state, playing a little defense there. Gets him a catch. Add that to his catch list for the night. So that's the 4th turnover of this game for the Wildcats. Indians will start at the Nitro 45-yard line at the 4:47 mark here in the 3rd quarter. So this is a pivotal opportunity for the Indians. Up 1. They can score off this opportunity. Handoff is to Fisher. Finds some running room down to the 40-yard line, and he stood up there. If so, down to the 44. Takes it down to the 44. That's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 for Sissonville. Again, we appreciate Roger Bond and Bond Engineering. Derek Bond runs that operation out of Beckley, West Virginia. Obviously, Roger, Sissonville alum, and helping sponsor these broadcasts of Sissonville football. Snap back to Taylor. A little high, jumps, hands it off. Looks like to Cameron Arbogast. He finds running room down inside the 35 to the 33. That's going to be a first down for the Indians. Just over 4 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter action. Indians up 1, looking to extend that lead. First down at the Nitro 33-yard line. Taylor with triples to the right. Swings it to the left to Wiseman. He's got the ball there incomplete. Stiff arms one man, tries to escape another, and leans forward. Wiseman fighting for every yard off that little flat swing pass there. He takes the ball down to the 28-yard line. Gain of 5. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Sissonville. 3.5 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Indians up 1. Again, thanks to Appalachian Medical for their sponsorship of Sissonville Athletics and this particular broadcast tonight. We appreciate all they do. Taylor on the snap. Back to Arbogast, looking for running room off the right. And he is smothered. When I say, I think he grabbed his helmet and he goes down. Nitro defender brings him down after a gain of maybe 2. Takes the ball, maybe 1. So he's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3. Ball resting just outside the 26-yard line. And so the Indians with dual receivers right, or to the left. Thompson to the right. You got Taylor and Wiseman over here, dual receivers to the near side. Snaps back and handoff in the backfield. And on his feet, it looks like maybe Ian Cox, the fullback. And if that's the case, he's going to have first down yardage for the Indians. Yes, that's Ian Cox, the fullback, sophomore. Takes the ball down near the 20-yard line to the 21. First down, Sissonville, as they approach the red zone with just over 2 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. They're up 1, looking to find more. We've got a game here, folks. Taylor takes a snap. Again, the handoff in the backfield. This time, nothing doing. The Wildcat defense is there. It's like number 32, Boggs, was on top of that, Luke Boggs. That's going to be a loss with the play of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 for Sissonville. Boggs in that backfield. Indians look to get another play in here. They're facing a 2nd and long. Let's see what Coach Lovejoy comes up with here on this play. They're looking to extend the lead here. Snap back. Taylor fires the ball downfield. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Sissonville. 26 yards out. Michael Fisher, the receiver, the freshman, takes the ball in for the Sissonville touchdown from 26 yards out. Taylor to Fisher. Sissonville touchdown with 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Puts them up 20-13. Ethan Taylor, the quarterback, left footer on to kick the extra point. This would put them up 8. The kick up and through the uprights. And it's good. And so we're at 1:16 third quarter here in Joe Sawyer's Stadium. It's Sissonville 21, Nitro 13. We'll take a break. You're watching High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media.
This event brought to you by Cipriani and Warner, attorney at law. Structural Systems, Inc., your fabrication specialist. And Mullins Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
And we're back here at Joe Sawyer Stadium, Sissonville, West Virginia, where the Indians of Sissonville have just spread the lead out to 8, 21-13 over Nitro with a 26-yard strike from Ethan Taylor, one of the state's top quarterbacks, to the freshman, Michael Fisher, the freshman, the brothers, for the scoring strike. Taylor kicks off, taken in by Nitro at the 25-yard line. Take the ball across the 40 is number 34, Mike Toscano. Nice little return there, and they're set up in pretty good field position because the Wildcats, they can conceivably tie this game. They're just one score out, and they are just 57 yards, make that 58 yards away from a score at this point. So good field position for the Wildcats after the kickoff. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's anybody's game at this point, so the Wildcats can tie it up here. They need a good drive here on this possession in the third quarter. And 3 receivers left, 1 right. Little swing pass out to the receiver, and it's bobbled and dropped to the ground for an incomplete pass. Bring up second down. So Derek Lowe tried to pop it outside, coming out of the backfield. That's Charles Cantrell, but off his fingertips. Ball's incomplete, brings up second down. Again, Delegate Dana Farrell here helping with the sponsorship of Sissonville Sports. I'm proud to be able to do that here in my hometown. And snap back to Lowe. He's got a man down the right side trying for him, just out of reach. He was looking for intended receiver number 11, Michael Wines, down that right sideline. Just a bit long. Cameron Arbogast on the defense there for the Indians. After 2 incomplete passes, the Wildcats are now facing a 3rd and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Started that kickoff. They had good field position, but after the incomplete passes now, they are under the gun here. I want to thank the West Virginia Coal Association to help keep the lights on here and across the state of West Virginia for Friday Night Football. Shout out to those guys. Coal Steel, valuable energy source in West Virginia, the state, and the nation. Derek Lowe with the snap and tries to roll out to the left, finds some running room, finds first down yardage. He's escaped on the left side. He's down the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Big play for the Wildcats as Derek Lowe finds a seam on that left sideline. Gets through the defense, and he's going to move the sticks deep into Sissonville territory down to the 24-yard line. First down, Nitro. Big play on a big drive. They were facing a 3rd and 10 situation in their own territory, and now 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of the Indians. Down 8. 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Snap back to Derek Lowe out of the shotgun. Looks for a receiver, finds him, falls forward at the 20-yard line. Taken in by Nitro's number 8, Landon Ponitowski. Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. We'll see here. We're down inside 22 seconds if Nitro will get another snap off in the third quarter. Still plenty of time in this ball game. They're just 1 score out Down 8, 21-13. We've got a contest here, folks. It's a battle for Northwestern West Virginia of Kanawha County. And Lowe tosses the ball out there. He's being pressured in the backfield. That ball falls incomplete, and Sissonville's number 54, Laz Marquez, forces the rush pass. So Marquez in the backfield causing a little havoc. Look at a halftime score up the interstate here. It's Point Pleasant 14, Ripley Vikings 8. It's just a few minutes up I-77 from where we're at here in West Virginia. And it's Wildcats 3rd and 5 from the Indian 24. Snap back to Lowe. He's going to run it. Tries to find some room off the right side. Nothing there. Gets inside, though. There's a couple of flags down, and we could hear the Sissonville fans yelling a little bit. I'm confident this one's going to go against Nitro. Flags down in their backfield. Holding is the call against the Wildcats, and that's an inopportune time right now as they were penetrating down inside Sissonville red zone. That was a 3rd and 5, so that's going to push the ball back to the 31-yard line and bring up 3rd and about 17. We'll see here. We got the yardstick marker moving. Not sure what's going on. Oh, it's into the quarter. So we're at the end of the 3rd quarter. Sissonville 21, Nitro 13. You're watching High School Game Day by Parmar Stores on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Dana Farrell on the call. We'll be right back.
Packed with 9 essential nutrients, low-fat chocolate milk can be an important part of your recovery routine. Be sure to grab a chocolate milk after your next workout.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerHyundai.com.
Media got us a game here, folks. Nitro Wildcats driving in Sissonville territory, 3rd and about 18. Derek Lowe finds a receiver over the middle, catches the ball and breaks a tackle, takes the ball across the first down marker inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats as they look to tie this game up here as we start the 4th quarter. Big completion there to that tall receiver. Looked like Landon Poinatowski, big 6'4" target. And they just tossed the ball up there. He pulled it down, broke a tackle, and moved across the first down mark. That was a 3rd and 18 play. So they complete that. Derek Lowe out of the shotgun, looks to find running room up the middle, gets a seam. He escapes one tackle. He may be across the, he is, touchdown Nitro. Touchdown Nitro. Second play of the 4th quarter, and the Wildcats are within 2 of tying this game up. Let's see now, do they kick it or will they? They've got a great kicker. Last extra point was blocked, or do they go for 2? And that could be pivotal here right now. And you always think about these special teams and the kicking game, and that one block extra point, I mean, typically you just go ahead and kick it, but they're going to go for 2, and they make it, they tie it up. If they don't, the Indians will remain on top. So put you in a precarious situation if you're Nitro. Here we line it up. Big game here to tie the game. Lowe with the snap. He tries to find somebody. He's being grabbed. He's going to find a seam in the middle. Can he get back? He does not. He stopped short of the goal line. Had some pressure by Laz. As Martinez in the backfield slowed that up, but he does not get it, and so the Indians remain on top, 21-19. As we start this fourth quarter, coming off the field there, a little ginger for the Indians. Looks like number 66, Ian Morelli. Looks like he got a cramp out of that. We have had a hard-fought game here. We're in the fourth quarter, and we have a 2-point spread, 21-19 Sissonville. Anybody's ball game right now. Wildcats answer here as we start the fourth quarter, and they'll kick off, defending the south goal. Kicking it back. Malachi Thompson, Cameron Arbogast back deep for Sissonville. Maddox Cole set to kick off for the Wildcats. And kick going to go down near the 20-yard line, taken in by Arbogast at the 21. Scampers around, finds a little seam up across the 30 to the 35-yard line. 14-yard return for Arbogast. Indians will start their drive here, the first one of the fourth quarter, from their own 35. Again, we want to thank the MBN crew here for their expertise to help get the game out to you guys tonight. Get their crew, Connor Fuller here with me in the booth. And up top, helping bring good camera action, Cat Welch, Andre Moles, Lane Smith, and Chloe Beckner, all making it happen for you guys so you can watch at night. So the Indians line up here, dual receivers to the left. And in the backfield, snap back to Taylor. He hands off, finds the seam up there. Looks like it's Cameron Arbogast. He's still on his feet, breaks 2 tackles. He's across midfield down to the 42-yard line of Nitro. Big first down play and run by the senior Cameron Arbogast. He was on fire. Cross midfield, big gain here from, that was the Indian 35, 15-20. 24-yard scamper by Cameron Arbogast. First down, Sissonville in Nitro territory. Snap back to Taylor. He's looking downfield. He's got a man down there. Malachi Thompson, the big receiver, off his fingertips, falls incomplete. Nitro's number 15, Samir Clanton, back there on the coverage. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the Nitro 42-yard line. Indians up 2 with 10:41 to go in the game. Got the ball inside Nitro territory now. Again, and snapped and brought back in his backfield, could do anything. Ethan Taylor all the way back to the 47-yard line. That's a loss of 5.
Number 63, Scott Worsdale.
Bring it up 3rd and 15. After that big run by Arbogast, the Indians have stalled out here. We'll see what they can do. 3rd and 15 from the 47-yard line. I want to thank Frontier Communications for sponsorship of the studios tonight, both at our Virginia Street headquarters and out in the field here as we make these productions happen. Taylor out of the shotgun, looks downfield, got a receiver midfield. It's his brother, Evan Taylor. He takes it in at the 20-yard line. Scampers inside the 15 to the 12. First down, Sissonville. Taylor to Taylor. Twin brothers, and how convenient is that when your brother is the quarterback, you are the receiver. You're talking about being able to read the route. That's a distinct advantage. Don't see that real often. I know I can speak personally. I had a set of nephews at Braxton County, Blaine and Jet Koger, that operated the same way. One was quarterback, one was a H-back, and they created havoc on the field up there until they graduated. So the Indians with a big first down play. They're in the red zone. Can they punch another one in here in the fourth quarter? Taylor back out of the shotgun. Twin backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. Looks like Fisher tries to get the corner, gets outside, and he's inside the 10. Blake Fisher down near the 7-yard line. Nice little pickup on first down there as he finds the corner. Takes the ball down to the 7, gain of 4, bring up a second down and 6. Indians can get a first down here. It's not a goal, second and goal situation. Started from the 11-yard line, but they're obviously looking for more. We're at the 8.5-minute mark of the game. They're up to 21-19, looking to punch another one in here. Taylor takes the ball out of the shotgun, rolls to his left, looking to find somebody in the end zone, rolls it up there. Nobody home in the corner. It looks like he just threw that ball away rather than take the loss. Nice coverage by that Nitro Wildcat secondary there to snuff that play out. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for Sissonville. Got to wonder here what would happen if the Indians do not convert here. Will they try the field goal? Taylor is also the place kicker, but that would give them enough that if Nitro has a good kicker as well, so that would take the field goal option away from the Wildcats. Be an interesting call if they do not convert here on 3rd down. Indians, single set the backfield. And Ethan Taylor with the keeper. He's got room off the left side. He's going to find pay dirt in the end zone. Touchdown, Sissonville from 7 out. Ethan Taylor doing it tonight with his feet. Well, and his arm. I mean, he is lethal with the arm. He is a tough to defend. Tough man to match up with. Finds that end zone quick as a cat, gets outside and scores the Sissonville touchdown. Now they go up 8 again, so this is a big extra point. This would put them up 2 scores, and as Taylor, the place kicker, left footer, going to kick it up, and it is through the uprights. That's a big extra point. And how big is that block extra point that Sissonville had in the first half? So we're at the 8-10 mark. Sissonville up 21-19 on Nitro. You're watching Parmar Stores High School Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. We'll be right back.
Winter is coming. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With cooler days ahead, now is the time to call Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and schedule your heating system tune-up. Our experienced technicians will provide you peace of mind with our comprehensive 15-point system service. The Mullen Heating System Service and Safety Inspection will ensure you aren't left in the cold this winter. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call and schedule your tune-up today or visit us online at mullenplumbing.com.
Back here, Joe Sawyer Stadium, Sissonville, West Virginia. Dana Farrell here in the press box. RSN Sports HD Media. And the Indians of Sissonville have just scored to go up 9, 28-19 with 8 minutes to 10 seconds to go here in the game. But there's still plenty of time. The Wildcats need to take this possession, though, and push it downfield and score to answer that. Squib kick by Taylor. Crosses the 30, taken in at the 32-yard line by the Wildcats. Gets a little seam up that right side, got some room across midfield. He's going to be rolled out of bounds at the Sissonville 43-yard line. Nice return by the Wildcats, trying to get a number on that receiver. Michael Wise. He takes the ball into Sissonville territory to the 43-yard line, and the Wildcats are set up here as we start the 8 minutes, 2 seconds mark. Short field for the Wildcats, and they needed that. They need to answer quickly that Sissonville touchdown. Plenty of time, folks. Hold on. This has been a back-and-forth game and a wild one at that. 4 receivers over here to the near side, and here comes the man in motion. Derek Lowe, though, when the keeper finds some room off the right side. He's got a seam. He's going to go down the right side. He's headed for the end zone off the right corner. He's going to score. First play from scrimmage to answer that Sissonville touchdown. Nitro on the score from 43 yards out. Derek Lowe, the quarterback, on the keeper. We said they had to answer quickly. Well, they did just that. 7 minutes, 51 seconds to go. You got to think now, 28-25, 3 down. that Nitro will go just kick the extra point. We'll see how this goes. They went for 2 after the touchdown last time to try to tie it. And they may go for 2 here. This is an interesting call. Not sure. I thought maybe they would just take the points because then that puts you, field goal puts you ahead. But they're going to go for it. Low back in the shotgun snap. He's going to keep it again. And he's going to cross. He gets it this time. Takes him back to 1. 28-27. We've got a ball game, folks. We're inside 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Indians up 28-27. You're watching Parmar Game Day on RSN Sports, powered by HD Media. We'll take a quick break. Be right back for.
I've said it for years. I try to make an impact by taking an impact. And right now, I'm basically worthless. But Key is so safe. Every day I walk in there, I walk out without a scratch. I mean, it's not like I'm not being put to good use. Not where I'm at Kia, it's just the opposite of dangerous. It's just really safe. And they keep cranking out safer vehicles every year, so I have no future here.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia, get a 2023 Sportage starting at just $269 a month.
Rocky Knob Farm from Pritchard, West Virginia wants to say good luck to all the Wayne County teams this football season. We support our teams as they support us throughout our harvest season. Jason, Tabitha, and Tanner say go Wolves, go Rebels, go Pioneers. And remember, if it ain't Rocky Knob...
We're back here, Sissonville, West Virginia, Joe Sawyer Stadium. The Wildcats have just scored to come within 1 of the Indians here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff by Cole, taken in by the Indians at the 20. Across, they take the return back across the 30. That's Cameron Arbogast on that return. Tackle there at the 32-yard line. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. 1 point separates these teams. They have been back and forth all night. We knew we had a good matchup, and it has lived up to the hype. Nitro answering the Sissonville touchdown on the first play from scrimmage last set to take this game within 1. So the Indians now really need to answer. It's just back and forth. What a game. The Indians line up. Ethan Taylor out of the snap. He's going to run it off the right side. Looks for some running room. He's got it there. Tries to get outside, and he is hit out of bounds. As he crossed across the 40 and out of bounds, flags come up. That's going to tack some more on. And that's the kind of play that Boone McKinney was talking about, where they just shoot themselves in the foot in tough, close situations, and just unnecessary hit as Taylor had stepped out of bounds. And we're going to tack another 15 on it. That's going to probably take the ball across midfield. Just not smart. And that's going to take the ball definitely across midfield into Nitro territory, all the way down to the Nitro 44-yard line. So Taylor, after a nice gain, stepped out of bounds and then was hit after he had done so out of bounds, and flags came up. And so tackle on another 15, 1st and 10 from the Nitro 44. 7.5 minutes to play. A little swing pass out to Malachi Thompson. He finds an easy 5, takes the ball down to the 40-yard. I'll make that 4-yard gain, but nice little swing and gain pass off of 1st down. Brings up 2nd and 6 for Sissonville. We're at the 7-minute, 20-second mark. So still plenty of time, but yet you have to also be cautious of the clock if you're Nitro, because you're the one down here. 1-point spread. Got to remember, too, they have a pretty good kick. Maddox Cole is a good kicker. Not sure what his range is, but they could conceivably kick a field goal if they could get a stop here. Taylor pulls the ball down, runs forward, but then he tosses it. He's got a man downfield. He's got it complete down to Malachi Thompson, but it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Could have kept that ball in bounds. He had his receiver there. That would have been a big, big play. But as it is, that falls incomplete. Going to come back, bring up 3rd and 6 for Sissonville. Ball rest at the Nitro 40-yard line. We are inside 7 minutes to play here in the game. 28-27 Sissonville. Again, I want to thank Appalachian Medical for their sponsorship of Sissonville Athletics, Bond Engineering, Pulaski Orthodontics. Glenn Jeffries, Senator. Cameron Arbgash on the handoff, finds some room off that left side, and he's slung down as he crosses the 40. Apparently was stopped, but there are flags down on that tackle, so this should be interesting. Was there a face mask or a horse collar on that? Not sure what the call is going to be and which way it's going to go. Waiting on the official's indication here. And that's going to go against Sissonville as a hold. I didn't see anybody out there, but it could have been ahead of the play. So big penalty here. Going to go against the Indians. Take the ball back at least 10. Takes the ball back to midfield. And that'll be 3rd and 16 for the Indians.
3rd and 16 for the Indians.
So big play here for both teams. Obviously, Sissonville needs to convert. Nitro with the pressure up the middle, pushing Taylor out of the pocket. Finds room off the left side. He's still on his feet, and he's back near the original line of scrimmage. Under the at least first down marker at the 45-yard line. Maybe a gain of 5 on that. Brings up 4th down. So you got to figure the Indians will punt here. Now they will line up as if they're not, but Ethan Taylor will do that little pooch kick. Wildcats smart enough to get somebody back on this one. Looks like back deep to take in the punt, number 13, Jacob Kerr. So Taylor back. If you see somebody that he thinks he can get past to him, but you got to pick up 11 here. You got to think he's going to punt this one away. Well, the return man comes back. Taylor drops back to pass. He's looking. Nothing there. He pulls it down, tries to go to this left side. Nothing there again. He's got to complete out there near the first down marker. This is going to be close. Let's just see what's called here. From the distance there, it looked like his ball was complete, but maybe he knocked it loose because that's coming back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to turn over on downs to the Wildcats at their own 45-yard line. Interesting call there because I thought maybe they were going to punt that away, but he pulls it down. Maybe he saw something that he could get to completion there, but you've seen the Nitro return man come running up to the line of scrimmage late, and Taylor rolls out. He got pressure out of the pocket, rolls out there, and so they get the stop of the Wildcats. They're down 1 with under 6 minutes to play. Handoff to the right side. Finds a little running room out there on the right side and across midfield. And out of bounds is the runner. It's like at the Sissonville 46-yard line. That was Nitro's number 1, Derek Lowe. Again, the gain of 9. 2nd and 1. 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. And Wildcats looking to push ahead for the first time since the first quarter in this game. Oh, with the handoff, nothing there. He's going to get tackled near the line of scrimmage by the Sissonville defensive line. Short loss on the play is going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
No real gain on the play. 3rd down and 1 from the 46-yard line.
Interesting thing, we're inside 5 minutes to play here. Sissonville 28, Nitro 27, 3rd and 1 at the Sissonville 46. Sissonville fans stomping their feet here, trying to get a big defensive stop here again. A snap back too low. Takes the ball, tries to find room off the right side. He's got the first down and more as he crosses inside the 40-yard line and steps out of bounds at the 38.
Number 1, Derek Lowe takes off down the right sideline.
First down Nitro there. Get across the 40 down to the Sissonville 38. Looking to push ahead in this game. We're at the 4.5-minute mark of the contest. Again, we want to thank Senator Glenn Jeffries for sponsorship of Nitro Sports, helping bring this broadcast to you tonight. Read all about it. Tomorrow's newspapers, the WV Gazette Mail, HeraldDispatch.com. Catch it online in digital format or pick it up at the newsstand or by subscription, get it in print. Chris Wade here reporting on the game tonight. And a snap a little high back too low. Tries to find some running room off the left. Little there, and he plows forward, though. Solid pickup of 8 on the first down there. Just kind of plowing forward. Got a Wildcat, a little ginger getting up there. Going to bring up second and maybe 3 at the Sissonville 31-yard line. We're at the 4-minute mark here in the game. Wildcats down 1, looking to go ahead here on this drive. Got to think at this point, got to wonder if you're Sissonville, if they get another first down, do you try to conserve some time for you to answer? If they do score, handoff. Cantrell tries to find some room in the middle, held up there after a gain. He's going to have enough for the first down. Officials timeout. Takes the ball down to the 27-yard line, and that's going to be a Nitro first down. And we're at 3 minutes, 40 seconds go. Clock continues to turn. Now here we go, another thing. Nitro doesn't necessarily have to score the touchdown. They have a great kicker. They could conceivably kick the field goal to win the game. And so now you got to remember, we have a Sissonville broadcaster here and a Nitro production crew, right? So this should be interesting. Hey, we're teaming it up here tonight. Derek Lowe out of the shotgun, hand off to Cantrell. He finds some room up the middle, going to plow forward for a good solid 7 yards to the 20-yard line. Brought down there as we hit the 3-minute mark in the game. Still plenty of time for the Wildcats to punch this one in, but they are conceivably within field goal range. So either way, for the Indians, they need a big play here. Got to try to make something happen, make a mistake out of the Nitro offense. Try to save this game. They have led since the first quarter, and they took a 14-7 lead on Nitro in the second quarter, that is. And I've held on to it up to this point. Really, it was the block extra points, the only thing separating this. Lowe with the handoff, hands off to Cantrell, finds a little running room up the middle, plowing forward, falls forward to the 10. That's a gain of about 10 or 11 just on that play alone. And so it's going to be first and goal from the 10-yard line for the Wildcats with just over 2 minutes to play in this contest. And now you got to think, if you're Sissonville, do you call time? You got 3 timeouts. Do you take those to try to preserve clock? Looks like they'll hang on to those. We'll see what happens here. Wildcats come up. They're taking their time now. Got plenty of time. 1:52 in the game. Lowe back out of the shotgun. Twin receivers to the left. He takes it on the keeper, tries to find some room. He plows forward, still on his feet. Pick up a maybe 4 down near the 6-yard line. And clock stops then. Be interesting here to see. Timeout taken on the field. And that timeout by the Indians with 1 minute, 36 seconds to go in the contest. We'll keep it right here as this game is on the line. As the Wildcats trying to punch it in here at the end of the contest to take the win. Indians trying to keep them out. We want to take time to thank some of our other sponsors: Summit Community Bank, Mullen Plumbing and Heating, United Bank, Huntington Banks, Frontier Communications. We've got to call a Kroger player of the game. And right now, this is going to be tough because right now we've got to wait and see if Nitro does punch this in. Got to see who that's going to be from Nitro. We've got to think, obviously, Derek Lowe, the senior quarterback, obviously done a fantastic job tonight. Some big, big runs. Cantrell here with some big runs up the middle. They've made some things happen. For Sissonville, Ethan Taylor, the QB, some big runs and pass plays. You've seen it all here tonight, but we'll have to wait and see how this game plays out. We're back to live action with 1 minute, 36 seconds to go in the game. Nitro down 1 at the Sissonville 6. Second and goal. Snap back to Lowe. Hesitates a moment. Tries to find some running room off the left side. He's going to fall forward. Maybe a gain of 3 to the Sissonville 2. And again, the timeout by Sissonville with 1:28 to go in the game. Now here's the thing, like I said, we're at the point where Nitro doesn't have to cross the goal line. They can kick the field goal. And so they've got a good kicker, although Sissonville has blocked one of those kicks, extra points already, so interesting stuff. I want to thank Warner Law for their sponsorship of High School Game Day. As we said, Todd, Judy Ford. They're just right down the road here, just a few minutes down from where we are broadcasting tonight. Mullen Plumbing and Heating, proud sponsor of Nitro Athletics and High School Game Day here with HD Media. Ben Salango Law. Great to have Ben on board and his law firm and all they do. And it's been a part of our set on the Dutch Miller Tailgate show that we do. I appreciate all he has done for sports in Kanawha Valley. Parmar Stores, their sponsorship of High School Game Day and all they do with HD Media, RSN Sports. Brian Wall and the crew, fantastic bunch. And Huntington Banks, glad to have him on board as we return now with 1 minute, 28 seconds to go. Wildcats 2 yards out from going ahead in this game. Derek Lowe back to, and Cantrell actually takes the direct snap and he pushes forward. He's across the goal line for the Nitro touchdown. And Nitro takes the lead with 1 minute, 22 seconds to go in the game. Charles Cantrell takes the direct snap out of the backfield, lunges forward for a 2-yard touchdown run. And they'll line up to go for 2. Again, it's Cantrell with the direct snap. This time he is caught in the backfield and brought down. So make that a 5-point spread. 33-28, it's Nitro over Sissonville with 1 minute, 22 seconds to go in the contest. But folks, do not go away. This game has been back and forth. Every time we think that one team is out, a big play has happened. The Cats are going to have to kick off to the Indians here. Maddox Cole be kicking off to Sissonville. And you can't take it with Ethan Taylor at quarterback and his star receiver, Jacob Wiseman, Malachi Thompson, Evan Taylor just scored a big one, big pass play. Anything can happen. We are just one score away. Dana Farrell here on the call, RSN Sports and HD Media. We are happy to bring such exciting high school football action to you. Appreciate our MBN production crew here from Nitro. I'm sure they're all happy over here. And Cole with the kickoff. High flying, selling and taken in at the 25. And that was close. Cameron Arbogast thought it was going to bounce up to him. It just died, and he had to dive forward. Make that up. Sorry, that was Blake Fisher, but that was nearly recovered like by the Wildcats. Almost got to it before he did. But the ball just dropped and just died at the Sissonville 24. So a nice kickoff, nice placement if you're Nitro. Get the ball where they want it to be. So the Indians with 1 minute, 21 seconds to go and one timeout will have to travel 76 yards. Taylor on the drop, looking for something to happen. Rolls around the left side and scampers out of bounds on the far side at the 27-yard line. Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and 7. 1 minute 15. We've got a Nitro player down on that far sideline there. Looks like possibly a cramp. Officials timeout for that. They've got him over to the side now. I think got a player in, so the play will continue. So Sissonville with a 2nd and 7. Now at this point, like I said, you don't have to go for all the marbles, but you definitely have to move the football significantly on each down. And so Taylor looks to the sideline. Play is in. He's got dual receivers left and right. Man in motion is Evan Taylor, his brother. Snap back to Ethan. Looks to his left. Fires the ball up, and it's going to be picked off by the Wildcats at the 45. He had 2 receivers there, but it looked like neither one of them seen the ball coming in. And that is taken in by the Nitro defenders. for the interception. And, folks, that may seal the deal.
Ethan Taylor's pass is picked out by number 13, Jacob Kerr for the Wildcats.
And it looked like, I'm trying to get the number there.
First and 10, Nitro from their 40.
Jacob Kerr on that interception, number 13 for Nitro, and he may have put this game on ice with 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. The Wildcats kind of line up in a, Indians have one timeout. They'll probably take it here, but the Wildcats are in victory formation as they score with just over a minute to go to forge ahead after trailing since the second quarter. But it's been a ball game back and forth. 33-28 is our score. Indians are letting the clock run. And we're going to look at our Kroger player of the game. Thanks, Kroger, for being that. Going to look at number 2, Charles Cantrell. Scored that winning touchdown there for the Wildcats. And he was a factor in the backfield all night for Nitro. So your Kroger player of the game, number 2, Charles Cantrell. And it looks like clock is stopped with 23 seconds to go. As got a little penalty, I guess they marked back off 5 yards against Nitro, but they don't care at this point. They've got the lead, 5-point lead, and got the ball. Got to be happy. They're going to go back to Nitro with their 3rd win of the season. They'll move them to 3-6. Sissonville will drop to 1-8. But Ray, you can throw the records out. This was a ball game tonight. A lot of excitement, a lot of big plays. And that'll take us down to the wire here. Your final score, Nitro 33, Sissonville 28. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Again, Appalachian Medical, Bond Engineering, Pulaski Orthodontics here for Sissonville. And for the Wildcats, Mullen Plumbing and Heating, Matt Rousey, State Farm, Structural Systems Incorporated, and Cipriana and Warner Law, all for doing that. And for us here at HD Media, we want to thank, obviously, Kroger, their player of the game, Charles Cantrell, number 2, Frontier Communications, West Virginia Coal Association, Martin Transport, Summit Community Bank, United Bank, Ball Toyota, Warner Law, Dutch Miller Kia, Parmar Stores, Ben Salango Law, Todd Judy Ford, and United Banks, all helping make this possible for you tonight. We'll be back on the air next Friday night. Looks like we'll be back here for West Side versus Sissonville in this location. And we will have South Charleston, the Black Eagles, and Coach Carl Lee going across town to take on the Cougars in a big rivalry game at Laidley Field. We'll have both those games on the network for you next week. And we'll likely pick up, it looks like, the Huntington and Hurricane game. Both those teams, I think, won tonight. And we'll pick up that and have a lot of big AAA action. And then we'll be carrying at least 2 to 3 playoff games for you throughout the playoffs here in West Virginia high school football. Your first stop for high school game day action on the Parmar-sponsored RSN Sports Network powered by HD Media. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next